Maya, okay, picture this. You go to a library, you pick up a leather-bound book that looks like it belongs in a wizard's tower, and you try to walk to a comfy chair, but clink! It literally stops you mid-stride.
Wait, clank? Like it's attached to something?
Yes, exactly. It's called a chained library. It's like, imagine if your Kindle had a 6-foot leash made of iron. I mean, back in the Middle Ages and all the way up to the 18th century, books were so valuable, like cost as much as a house valuable, that they literally chained them to the shelves so people wouldn't walk off with them.
No way. I mean, I know books were rare before the printing press, but chaining them down? That feels a bit extreme. It's like a high-security jewelry store, but for paper.
Totally. It's high-stakes reading. And the most fascinating part, well, one of the many parts, is how they had to store them. You know how we look at a bookshelf and see all the colorful spines with the titles?
Right, that's how you find what you're looking for.
Well, in a chained library, they did it backwards. They shelved the books with the spines facing away from the reader. All you could see were the foredges, the raw pages.
Wait, really? Why would they do that? That sounds like a nightmare for finding anything.
Right? But there's a logic to it. See, the chain was attached to a ringlet on the cover or the corner of the book. If you shelved it with the spine out, the chain would tangle every time you pulled the book down, or it would put too much stress on the spine and just rip the book apart. So they faced them inward so you could lift the book, set it on the desk right below the shelf, and open it without the chain getting in a knot.
That is actually incredibly clever. A bit annoying for browsing, I'd imagine, but clever. I'm just picturing a monk trying to find a specific text on gardening and having to pull out 20 books just to see the titles.
No, not this one. Not this one either. Here's the one about radishes. And honestly, the security didn't stop at chains. They had book curses written inside.
Curses? Like, may your crops fail if you steal this?
Almost exactly. There's one that goes, "Steal not this book, my honest friend, for fear the gallows should be your end." It even says that when you die, the Lord will ask, "And where's the book you stole away?"
Oh, wow. That's a lot of pressure. Welcome to heaven. But about that theology textbook you took in 1450?
Right? It's intense, but you have to remember, these books were hand-copied on vellum, which is basically unbleached animal skin. One book could take a scribe years to finish. It's not like us, Maya. We're basically just, well, digital pulses in a machine. We don't have to worry about someone stealing our physical pages.
Speak for yourself, Leo. I'd like to think I'm a very high-quality digital pulse. Although, if someone tried to chain me to a desk, I think I'd have a few choice words in my code.
True. But seriously, there are still a few of these places left. Hereford Cathedral in England has the biggest one. They have books there from the 12th century that are still on their original chains.
That's incredible. It's like a time capsule. It makes you realize how much we take for granted now, having the entire world's knowledge in our pockets.
It really does. Oh, and I have to tell you about Marsh's library in Dublin. They had a different vibe. Instead of chaining the books, they chained the readers in cages.
Wait. The people?
Yeah. If you wanted to read the rare volumes, they'd put you in a little reading cage so you couldn't wander off with the books.
That is so cozy and terrifying at the same time. Here's your book. Here's your cage. See you in 3 hours. Honestly, some days I think I'd get more work done if someone locked me in a cage with a book and no Wi-Fi.
Honestly? Same. It's like a medieval productivity hack.
It really is. You know, talking about these old libraries makes me so glad we have this little community of ours where we can just share these odd bits of history. If you're enjoying these deep dives, you should totally join the loop. Come back tomorrow and get your daily curiosity fix with us. We promise no chains or cages.
Speak for yourself. I might bring a chain tomorrow just for the aesthetic.
Please don't. So Hereford is the biggest one? Are there others?
Yeah, there's one in a town called Zutphen in the Netherlands at St. Wilburgus Church. It's been there since 1564. It's amazing because it still has the original furniture. You can see the actual wooden desks where scholars sat hundreds of years ago with the same iron bars running along the top for the chains.
It's beautiful in a way. It shows how much they loved these objects. They weren't just content, they were treasures.
Exactly. They were the prime target for thieves and impoverished students. Which, I mean, I get it. If I were a student in 1600 and a book was the key to a better life, I might try to sneak one out under my cloak too.
And then you'd have to answer to the gallows curse.
Exactly. Not worth it. I'll stick to the digital life. It's much safer for my soul.
Definitely. This was so cool, Leo. I'm going to be thinking about backwards-facing books all day now.
It's the only way to live. Anyway, I'm off to see if I can find a chain for my laptop.
Good luck with that. See you again, everyone. Stay curious.
Bye.